What happened to the 3 lighthouse keepers on the Flannan Isles in 1900? On a remote Atlantic outcrop called Flannan Moor, the Flannan Isles Lighthouse stood as a lonely sentinel, beating its light across the violent seas. The date was December 26, 1900. When the relief vessel Hesperus arrived to find the lighthouse dark and the usual signals absent, the relieving keeper's log recorded an eerily silent scene and no sign of the 3 men who had tended the light: James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and Donald Macarthur. Inside the tower, they found a chair overturned, a clock stopped, and a set of clothes folded neatly, but no footprints leading away from the structure. Official inquiries noted that some lamp wicks had been tended while others appeared untouched, and that a lamp had been cleaned only days earlier, deepening the puzzle. Local newspapers quickly filled with sensational headlines and speculative theories, ranging from a storm-driven tragedy to supernatural explanations that captured the public imagination. The official inquiry concluded there was no evidence of foul play, but also provided few concrete answers, leaving the case officially unsolved. One practical hypothesis suggests the keepers were swept away while attempting to secure equipment during a sudden storm that battered the exposed western cliffs. Given the island's dangerous seas and hidden rocks, eyewitness reports from other islanders described massive waves hitting the western landing and mystery notes about missing mooring gear that might support a storm-related accident. Another theory points to human error or accidental death during a risky rescue or repair attempt on the cliff face, where one misstep could end in disaster. Over time, more fanciful stories attach themselves to the facts: vanishing rituals, ghostly visitations, and even tales of abductions. But none of these has ever been verified. Maritime historians have debated the sparse evidence for decades, weighing weather charts, lighthouse logs, and the keeper's routine tasks to try to reconstruct the last hours. The remote location and harsh conditions mean that some answers may be permanently lost to the sea, and the island itself remains an uncanny monument to uncertainty. Modern retellings of the Flannan Isles disappearance often focus as much on the mood and mystery as on the sparse documented evidence, which is why the story continues to fascinate. For many, the case is a reminder of how unforgiving the ocean can be, and how thin the line is between daily duty and sudden catastrophe in isolated places. As you imagine the cold wind, the roar of waves, and the empty light that greeted rescuers, the absence of those 3 men feels impossibly weighty and inexplicable. If you enjoy unsolved mysteries and want more deep dives into strange maritime history, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment sharing your theory about what happened to the Flannan Isles keepers.